So extra special, Fags, giving us up against your old club this week, and down in Tassie too. It's like a special round just for you, back in your home state against your old club. What are the feelings heading into it?
Oh, actually looking forward to it. You know, the opportunity for our young team to go down there and play against a really experienced team. I think, you know, they've got something like 300 games of finals experience in that group. With our outs, I think Mitch Robinson and Beamsy and Al Christensen, I think that's probably all of our finals experience. So it's going to be a great test for our guys. And, you know, in a way, it's just another game. I guess it's a little bit different. It's the first time that, you know, I was at the Hawks for 9 years, and yeah, we're fronting up there for the first time. But I don't play, and neither does Clarko. So it's just about the boys on the field and how they go about it.
Is it any help at all the fact that you trained there for a week in the pre-season, that you went down there for a spell?
I think it should be beneficial. I mean, we didn't go there with this game in mind. It was just the opportunity to go and train in a cooler climate on a really good oval, and so we were able to have 4 or 5 training sessions on that ground. So that should help us a little bit with familiarisation. But the biggest trick there is when you turn up and what the weather's doing and where the wind's blowing, you've got to be able to adapt to the conditions.
Hawthorn's slide this season, did you see that coming, or did you see it coming to the extent that it has?
Well, they haven't been sliding too much lately the last couple of weeks. They've had 2 wins and a loss against St Kilda, so I think they're back on the up. I think the thing about Hawthorn, not that I'm there, but I think we need to judge Hawthorn at the end of the year, not right now, to see what the outcome is. They're a very talented football team, and you know, I expect that they'll improve as the year goes on.
Well, they played the one loss in there was against St Kilda in Tassie. Does that give you? I mean, it's been a fortress basically. Does that give you confidence that you can go down there and win as well, or do you think they're more steeled? Yeah,
it's a tough place to win at, and I guess sooner or later someone was going to beat them down there. The Saints went close last year, so you know, you got to play very, very well to go there and win, and we'll be going there to put our best foot forward. No doubt that loss that they recently had will sting them a little bit, and they'll be wanting to get their winning record at that oval back on track. So they'll have some motivation too.
You're coaching against Clarko this weekend. What's your relationship with him like at the moment? What's it been like since you've gone to another club?
Clarko and I have been friends for 20 years, and we're still friends.
Do you speak regularly, or is that a bit difficult once you're, an opposing coach?
No, we still speak to each other. There's probably been the cone of silence for a couple of weeks now, leading up for this game.
Players often talk about, we get text messages if they're playing their former team. Is there any players or any staff, sent you a little reminder this week?
No, I haven't received anything to date, but there's still a little bit of time to go. But I wouldn't expect that would happen. They might come post-game.
How do you cover the loss of Robbo? He's such a barometer for you guys, isn't he? Just with his aggression and his intent.
Yeah, he's difficult to replace. He's been having a really good year, and he's a versatile player for us. But as I always say, it opens up the opportunity for somebody else to come into the side and show what they can do. And we've got to in our progression as a team, we've got to go beyond missing our older, more experienced players when they're injured, because that happens from time to time. So good test for somebody else. We haven't sort of finalised our team yet. Obviously got to train this afternoon, but yeah, someone will get a chance.
What sort of advantage are you able to offer Fags, having been at Hawthorn for 9 years?
Oh, I guess I know the players reasonably well, but it's funny, you can be away from a club for not a very long period of time and things change, and if you look at their team, their personnel have changed a little bit. I know Clarko he's always tweaking his game plan, so the way that they've played in previous years would be a little bit different. So I guess in a way it sort of helps a little that you know the habits and strengths and weaknesses of each player, but ultimately, I could tell our players all that sort of stuff and it might just confuse them. So with our young group, we're just trying to keep things pretty simple and work on the things that we're trying to get better at as a footy side, rather than focus too much on Hawthorn's strengths and weaknesses, albeit we respect them as a team, but you can overcook it sometimes.
You slipped to bottom of the ladder after the Swans loss. What's morale like at the moment? Are you finding yourself having to get them a little bit more upbeat? Or?
I didn't even realise we're on the bottom of the ladder. Probably tells you how much we look at ladder position. We're sort of not focusing in on that. We just always look at the little areas for improvement, and where we've noticed some growth. And look, Swans played very, very well last week, and they particularly played well early in the game. The pleasing part for us was after quarter time. I think we lost that game by 3 goals on the scoreboard after quarter time, and they kicked 2 in the last minute. So it was a pretty good contest for 3 quarters. We just were found a little bit short in the first quarter. So we got plenty of positives from it, and for us it's about the little wins. It's not about ladder position at the moment.
You can be pretty sure that Hawthorn's going to come at you like Sydney did early last week.
Yeah.
Have you spoken about that, and what can you do differently?
Obviously we have spoken about it, and I won't tell you what we'll do differently. But a lot of it comes from just every player being ready and understanding that if we keep going like that in first quarters, then teams are going to keep coming at us, and we have to stand up at some point in time and not let that occur. It hasn't been a thing that's happened all year. It's happened a bit lately. So we've talked about it, and we'll keep talking about it. We'll keep working on it until we get it right, and then something else will pop up and we'll have to work on that. Yeah.